we are following the cards now. The first one shows that the environment is going to be rather very peaceful moving forward through the week. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and this video is going to present you the weekly tarot reading for your star sign, June 30th to July 6th, 2025. And you can take advantage as well of the start of July sale by purchasing answer to a question video report reading from our website. And instead of asking just only one question, you can ask two of those. So you can take two for the price of one. Now, with that said, let's jump right away to your reading. This reading is going to be the forecast for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and also Rising. So if it happens that you're born under the Scorpio sign, just like me, then the reading will display the things that we are going to go through, like situations, people that we're going to meet, how our hopes and dreams are going to develop going through the week. But if your moon is in Scorpio and that's why you're here, then you can take from the reading how you are going to feel doing all that. And if it happens that your rising sign is Scorpio, then you can take from the reading what is the best way to tackle stuff around. So watching for all three should give you a pretty good idea, guys, what kind of a week, and girls also, what kind of week you're going to have ahead. So with all that said, the first card for us Scorpio will be, or is, Four of Swords, followed by the second card, which is the Moon card. Now, the first one represents the environment under which things are going to move forward and things are going to develop. The second card represents what is going to hold us back, but what works against us. The third one, it is what helps us. We have Page of Cups here into the third position, so we do have a person who is, cheering for us, if nothing else. And the last one is going to be the Sun, the last card. For the Page of Cups, the additional card is the Emperor. This is such a bizarre combo, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. So for the Scorpio, as we are following the cards now, the first one shows that the environment is going to be rather very peaceful moving forward through the week. And most of the concerns and the problems that we may be expecting to face simply are not going to show up going through that particular week. They are going to fade away, but this shouldn't make us relaxed by any means. Well, we can relax going through the week, but the problems that we are not going to face, they are not solved, at least as per the card. They are postponed, and we will have to face them one way or another in the future, but not throughout the week itself. So we can use that time going through the week to make preparations, to take some precautionary measures. Whenever that problem hits, we are ready to face it and solve it for good. Now, additionally to it, this week is going to be more oriented toward talking with people and deliberating on certain points that are concerning our future. So that is going to be more of a week taking a break from all the midst of activities and from all the craziness, and contemplating with loyal companions, like, for example, our spouses, like, for example, family members that we do have, that we do trust. These is very important. Not with everyone we should talk, but only with those that we do love and we know that they also loves us. And that way, major conclusions are going to be considered and reached. But there is going to be one issue, and that is touched on the second card here, which is the Moon. So the people that we are going to deliberate on, what should we do about our job, or how we should grow in our love life? What is the best way we can take on actions, or what are the best actions we can take in order to improve our situation? And the answers we are going to get from these people are going to be very objective. they will involve no emotions whatsoever. So definitely gonna be some answers that we are gonna get, and some suggestions I might add here that we are not gonna like. We just, in some cases, we wouldn't even believe why these people were even suggesting that. Well, because it's in touch with reality, and because we will not gonna like that, this is what is gonna hold us back here, the moon card, which is gonna work in two ways. Hopefully it will be one or the other and not both simultaneously for almost all of us, if not all of us. I hope that. But the first one is that listening to these suggestions and to these advices, that is going to make us very emotionally unstable going through the week, because simply isn't going to, the suggestion is not going to be what we hope for and what we want to do. Probably many of us are simply going to seek some kind of a confirmation of our own, you know, resolutions, if you will. But such a confirmation is not going to come. Maybe more of a criticism is going to be directed toward us. What are we doing wrong, and what we should do in order to fix it, in order to correct it, and in order to resolve the issue once it comes around. And so, being that emotionally unstable, going throughout the week, we may not fathom everything that we are told, and therefore not extract the best recipe how to perform into the future. The second thing, or the second way how that card can manifest, it is through fantasies. Talking with these people and collecting all that information, making our own research, if you will, may make us believe into the doom and gloom. And for many of us, that may be the breaking point, saying to ourselves, what's the point even going forward if I have to, if I will imminently fail? Because that's, at least in my mind, that is what believing into the doom and gloom. It's that things are going to go as worst as possible. And that is just only a thought that is going to hold us back. The appearance of the moon into the second position means that everything is changeable. And while the situation we may find ourselves at the start of the week may not be ideal by a large margin here, that doesn't mean that we cannot change that. And throughout the week, we can collect all that information, all these suggestions, shuffle through, and just take those that are most applicable based on our own personal judgment. So what is going to help us to develop and to grow into the week is that person, which is Page of Cups, accompanied with the Emperor card. And so I don't know exactly how that individual is going to help us. Probably through some kind of example, something they will do that we're going to take as an example, because these are a rather quite irresponsible people, in a sense of that they don't like to attach themselves into any responsibilities whatsoever. They don't like people to depend on them. They don't like people to rely on them in any way, and they don't like to mingle with or hold in their palm the lives of others. They are very individualized and they strive to do stuff that that they like, even if that means that they will have to skip a responsibility here and there. It looks like a lot as a child. It looks like a lot as a toddler. Their purpose in our lives for the duration of the week is to show us that there is a different way, that there is a different future, there is a different position, there is a different step we can take that is far more enjoyable than those we are contemplating on, and that is a far more productive, in a sense that can provoke a large change into our lives. And above everything else, it is much more natural to us. And all that is going to lead us to the Sun card, which is at the end of the week here, Scorpio. And the Sun card shows that by the end of the week, we are going to have everything figured out. And in a way that will manifest into an expanding energies of growth. So whatever we figure out, whatever moves we come up to that we will have to make, they will produce bigger results that we are anticipating. Excuse me. Not to mention that its performance, its execution, the execution of these moves will be no trouble for us whatsoever, because it's going to be something we are either good at or we are attuned to. And by the end of the week, if it happens that we are on a bad foot with someone, but that we want to change that, there are some relationships which are struggling and we want to improve them. That is very possible under the energy of the Sun card, but only if we throw the tomahawk down, if you bury the hatchet first. Then the other side is going to do it, because they will, the point here is that no matter what was done, the brighter future that we all are going to see is going to glimpse it. That light is going to be simply blinding, and no one will be able to deny it and clinging to the past, ignoring and rejecting the bright future in front of us. And so that was our weekly reading. Now hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and if you did, you can subscribe for the channel, leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel so. If you think that this video is going to help someone you know, you can share it as well. And hopefully we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.